There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. It's a draw, finding open areas. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. The quick out. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now they'll run the draw. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Runs through a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Guys, let's chat about Florida. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Takes the handoff. It's off. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
Here we go.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Rolling right and going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Takes a hit as he fires. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hauls it in. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. right to work up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 10 over SMU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now on 1st down from the 30. To the air, it's Ambrose. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Gators. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 4. On the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
Shakes off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Gators are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. May take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll give it to the back. Shoots his way from there. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Here we go.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a man. It's Ambrose. Finds his man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Shaw. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Ready.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will put it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this isn't...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is home.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Running to the left. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ambrose. Going for 6. Touchdown, Huskies. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on the draw. You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ambrose. Here's the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 6 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And some room to work. Lots of running room. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Husky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. And that's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's That's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Gators will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They feed him again. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He breaks a tackle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
Calls his own number. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. He's not going to get there, and this defense stop like that.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that one stings. Man, this offense had an opportunity to go down the field, score, make this game awesome and super competitive. And they give up a safety and give the football back. I tell you what, they were already in a hurry. And a lot of things had to happen for them to come down the field and win this football game. Now, it's looking like an uphill battle.
Here comes the offense onto the field again.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
On the move. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, it's bigger dreams for this squad. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, friends.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Sometimes you dial up the right place. Sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a third down conversion for this offense. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Wideout trying to get it in. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. And we're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.